Humans are slowly turning into zombies. May want to watch till the end. Please listen carefully, because there's a recent study that just came out how our subconscious mind is being influenced by technology and how it's affecting human thinking and human minds. And it's not news that the information that we are sharing on social media is being used by third parties. That should be for marketing purposes. That is what we know. But it's being used far more than that. The information we share on social media and on the internet is being used more than just marketing purposes. Now, listen. If you have a science background, then you understand that they told you that an atom is made up of elements of negative and positive electrons, right? Okay, now think about the human body as a whole body full of cells with positive and negative electrons. It means we have flesh, we have blood, and we are not machines. But in other words, we can still function through wave energy. Okay, now think about this. You also know it's not news that there is a multi-billion-dollar information industry. That is what we do on our mobile phones. The information we put on the internet is being saved somewhere that is being used for marketing. And this is the reason why social media started paying influencers. Facebook started paying, TikTok is paying, and all social media platforms are now paying, because they are using our information to give companies to sell product and a lot of other things. And one of those things is mind control. They are trying so hard for humans to be controlled. And how are they going to achieve this? They are going to achieve this through the things you see on your phone and the kind of information that you receive. And we are now using the word algorithm. That it's algorithm. Many people are using this word algorithm. They really don't understand what algorithm is. Okay, when I was in school studying computer science when I was young, right, they taught me that algorithm is a series of command and information. For example, if you wrote a code to do something, basically you have to set an algorithm that if, for example, if you want to go to the roadside or you want to go to the market, walk 100 meters. If you see a green light, turn left. And if you see a red light, turn right. If you don't see any light, go straight. So that algorithm is the information and the command that you have to follow to get to that market. So now what happens is our information, our clicks on the internet is being used to fuel multi-billion-dollar industries. And now people don't have a mind of their own. And what also happens is, remember that I told you that your body is made up of cells and atoms that contains positive and negative electrons. Remember that waves also carries electrons of both positive and negative electrons. That's, in other words, our body can easily fuse with technology through waves. Our subconscious is being tempered on, and we don't think like ourselves. That is why I said humans are slowly turning into zombies. For those who don't understand these words, let me explain what a subconscious mind is. The subconscious is a center of intelligence in the brain that stores temporal information, and for a long time this temporal information tends to build behavior patterns. Based on the agenda of the new world order, what we do now and the things we do, the information that are being saved on database is helping to influence our lives in such a way you will see people get hurt or have a mood swing for no good reason because of something they saw on social media. It's influencing lives in such a way that it's also causing division among humans, and it's bringing a situation of discontinuity and people killing each other just because of information and data that is being served to us. Some people also say that this data is being saved and is used in training AI to be able to understand humans. What I want to talk about today is the fact that apart from AI, this data is also used to influence human behavior. Now, let me explain how. You know, there is a time when you feel like buying something, but in your scale of preference or among the things you need, that thing is not very, very important. But you see yourself being forced based on your social media posts, the ads you see on your phone and all the like, and you end up buying that stuff that you didn't really need it anyway. This behavior is something that is called an influence on your subconscious mind, and it doesn't your subconscious mind is not only being influenced by social media marketing, that's products you buy or sell. It's also being influenced by the way you feel towards specific subjects and specific things. For example, you hear stories like someone was being influenced by social media and this person committed suicide. It's because his subconscious has been tampered with. And there are people right now who are fighting against things like that, because our subconscious now in this era is being tempered a lot by social media. And also, I want to explain something to you so that you understand. Okay, now imagine that on the internet you keep seeing wars and bad things and bad things. It's developing your subconscious, and slowly you realize that you start get triggered by these things you watch, and you start feeling hurt or start feeling a certain way based on the things you watch, and slowly it start influencing your behavior. It's happening now. That is why you see in the world there's a lot of religious separation, there's a lot of racism, there's a lot of all these things, because when these things are being fueled by the media, what happens is it will develop a behavior pattern and your behavior will change. And what I gathered from this documentary I just watched is there are people that are beginning to understand these things and are filing complaints for the world to see, and they are also sharing it on media for people to see so that they can know how to use the media, especially AI, and how to use the internet space. So you may want to share this video to a friend or a family member so that they can understand this and know how to maneuver in this currently changing world that keeps evolving all the time.